Hey y'all, how you doing today? You read the title, right? Let's not drag on an intro too long. I'm just gonna get straight into it so I don't waste your time. 10 things you should not be doing, or whatever I titled. I don't remember. 10 worst things. 10 things, don't do these things. 10 things, don't do them. First thing is going to be feeding an SSR promotion card if you only have one copy of them. You want to put your skill cards on the guy. Look, see, even if it's +0, I have Irina. Put the skill card on her. Don't feed the card. You could get it to level 20 for a token. And yeah, you could get plenty of tokens just by getting the card to 20. If you have a duplicate of a rage card or something, sure. If you have a duplicate and you're sure you don't want 2 of them or whatever, go ahead and feed it after you get it to 20 so you can get 2 tokens. Other than that, there's definitely been times where I had an SSR card for a guy I'm trying to build, and then I end up feeding it because I'm like, oh, I'm not going to build that guy. And then in the future, the guy gets buffed, or, they came out with Guild Wars and I end up wanting to do something new with this character, and now I don't have their SSR card. So keep one of every card SSR. Just keep one. Trust me, just keep it. Same goes for exclusive equipments. I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but I myself am a dum-dum. I did it for science. I disassembled one of these for science one day. These legendary exclusives are very hard to get, especially for legendary. If you get duplicates, go ahead, feed one, whatever. But really, just keep one of each. Even if you only have blues, if you don't have another card or another equipment for that character, just keep the blue until you get the purple, feed the blue until you get the legendary, feed the purple. You know what I mean? Just keep one of everything. That way you don't end up getting somebody in the future and you're like, oh man, I want to build them now, and it just takes like 10 times longer to do so. Second thing, sleeping on crafting. Do your crafting. As you do the conversion station, you are going to be able to get cores like this very, very easily. So instead of having to farm cores and being like, oh my god, I can't get anybody to level 50 because I don't have any cores. Now, if you just level up your equipment stuffs, you can go ahead and get your abilities to upgrade for your abilities. You can get your cores. Cost less time to make cores. Cost 0 time to make these cores if you want to convert them. What is this? You can make how many? Too many. 12 times 4, 40, that's 50 in 12 hours. You can basically get 100 cores a day just if you kept up with your conversion station. Same thing with the equipment factory. You want to be able to definitely be able to craft these, and it's also saving some time if you're able to craft more than one at a time. Gem refinery, free gems, obviously you're going to want that. Upgrade lab. Now I don't really use this one that much, so go ahead and sleep on this one. The other 3, level them up. Just level them up. Trust me, you're going to want the cores and you're going to want the ability amplifiers. This is the easiest way to get them. Number 3 is going to be going into the shop and buying stupid packs because you don't know which ones to buy, okay? I'm going to go ahead and tell you a couple of them that are good to buy. The subscription is very, very convenient. The subscription does not add anything that you could not get normally. A lot of the times whenever you see you don't have the subscription, you get some gear, it says it's like a 5-star legendary gear. It's not the case. It's just like a factory setting that it always just portrays the best gear possible, making it act like you didn't get some really good gear to trick you into buying the subscription. Absolutely unnecessary, but very, very convenient. This could be worth it. You also get a free 7-day trial. So if you just want to try it for free, you can try it for 7 days. Next packs that are good. These ones that have legendary exclusive equipment boxes. Okay, so if a pack is trying to push on you like diamonds, you can get multiple thousands of diamonds a week. If they're trying to push Neo Stones, you can get Neo Stones, 50,000 Neo Stones. You can get that very easily in a week. Things that are important is the legendary exclusive equipment box times 10. That's huge. So if you see a legendary exclusive equipment box, go ahead and buy that. Or the subscription, you can go ahead and buy that. These packs, look at this pack. $26 for just you literally could get this in a week with no effort at all. The terrible, terrible pack. If it has a legendary exclusive equipment, go ahead and buy it. If it is a subscription, sure, you could go ahead and buy it. And in the story, this is the other thing, because these guys are very, they add to your collection effect, and this is the only way to get them. You can buy the Evelyn contract here and the Trevor contract here, and you also get all of their exclusive equipment, some badges to level them up, etc. Going to help for your collection effect. Those are the packs I would recommend buying. Do not be wasting your time on these packs that are tricky. Look at this, $26 for wow, just wow, so bad. Be careful about the ones you buy. While we're on the category of the shop, do not buy this normal draw ticket times 10. I don't know why I see people say that they buy this. You get it times 10. It takes 100 of them to guarantee an SSR. You get plenty of friendship summons. You get a free summon a day. Events are constantly handing out cards. You get summons. You do not need to be spending Neo Stones on anything here. Nothing here needs to be purchased with Neo Stones. Do not spend them on the draw tickets, because even if you want to save on gems, by the way, you could go into the contract, and after you already have like all the mercenary mission, the highest levels on farm, you easily get 8,000 neostones a day. They come up 8,000 neostones, you can buy them. Do not spend neostones on anything else other than buying a unit if you don't already have the unit, or spending neostones on super boosting, because it costs a lot. 50,000 to super boost this person. Do you understand how many neostones that takes? And spending 8,000 a day or a week or whatever the refresh is on card summons, totally not worth it. Don't do it. Save your neostones for super boosting or for buying a mercenary you don't already have. Okay, we're talking about the banners. Look at the summons. Do not do this. This is the thing not to do as well. Okay, banners. Now, so spin gems on this. Yeah, no problem. Buy whoever is on the banner because you get their legendary exclusive equipment. Do not spin gems on the normal rate draws. Trust me, don't do it. You get a free one a day. It's very easy to get cards. Just do friendship draws. You can do friendship all day. Just fill up your friends list, send hearts, receive hearts, get all your gacha little, unnecessary addiction to drawing cards out on your friendship draws. Look here, I'll do one right now. Where's there? See, look, I have 5,000 just from like a day of, now I get to do it times 10. Pretty much exactly what you would have gotten with the normal draw, but the normal draw has the pity. Look, I never buy this, and the pity's already at 52. I've gotten the pity from this multiple times. Here, this is a gem sink. Do not do it. Only do it for the banner up to the points where you get the legendary exclusive equipment. Do not be spending them on the normal draws. I don't know why I see people say that they do that. Please do not do that. Okay, now this one is like kind of for the new people, right? Don't build random units, because I'll tell you why. Whenever I first got into the game, and Darcia has ever since been buffed ever since I did this at first, but whenever I first built up Darcia, whenever you first get in the game, any unit you get to level 40 can just blast through the story. Every unit feels like, oh wow, this is such a good unit. Oh, I'm so glad I built them. They fall off. Whenever you get to late game, I built Darcia in the very beginning. She was like the absolute one of the worst units possible in the game. She's been buffed now, but back then she was terrible. That was a waste of my super boosts resources, right? I lost stones that could have been valuable for pushing up someone else, Isaac, I've super boosted him. He's terrible. Right now he's like one of the worst units ever. So just like picking random units is not smart. If you need units to pick, I have a guide on like how to pick units. I could go ahead and like just show you the thumbnail or whatever of it. There's a strategy to picking units that are going to be helpful to you in the long run in multiple areas. There's no point in testing new units as a new player, because if you're like me and you do that, and you're also free to play, you're going to be months and months behind people within a few weeks time. Like I had to put in so much effort just to catch up to everybody else, and I'm still way behind everybody in the guild war because I decided I wanted to be different and build Nadine. I wanted to be different and build Amy. And you know what? They honestly are not as useful as some of the units that some of the top tier units can be in almost every single scenario. So you can end up wasting your time by choosing to build the wrong units. That being said, if you're at the point where you just get 8,000 neostones a day, you get all of your team is super boosted, whatever, you get a million guild raid, then yeah, feel free to build whatever you want. We need to test more guys and understand more meta. But that being said, there's a science to doing Trivia 11 right now. There's a science to doing SR 11. There's a science to getting a high rank in the arena. There's a science to getting a high rank in the guild wars. So don't just cripple yourself because you wanted to be cool guy and build somebody that ends up screwing you in the long run and wasting a lot of your time. Go build these like random units after you already have done all of your guild raid requirements, all of your trivia requirements, etc. These weekend hot times next. Do not miss out on these weekend hot times. If you want to farm trivia, okay, first of all, farm trivia 7+. Do not waste time doing other things. But if you want to farm trivia, doing it during this weekend hot time is a very good way to take advantage of getting the most out of your energy. That being said, as well as if you want to farm story for gold, gold tends to get you, or story tends to get you the most gold. Not on top of that, you can get 100% gold up in story. So don't be spending all your energy farming gold in the story if it's not a hot time. And also, do not be wasting too much time farming trivia, especially whenever you could get twice as many equipments for half the energy if you just pay attention to the hot time. So take advantage of that. And while we're on the subject of farming trivia, do not just get locked in like this, whenever you reach a dead stop and you first like got into the game, right, and you're stuck on story whatever, season 2 28, that doesn't mean go into trivia and then just farm floor 4 or something for a bunch of equipment that isn't going to help you in the long run. Here's the thing about farming trace specimen, trivia, and Isard. If you're doing anything 6 and below, if you look, you're getting 3 to 4 star equipments. Currently 5-star equipments are the highest level equipments available. So once you get to floor 7 and you can do floor 7 on farm, you have 3 to 5-star equipments available to you. And this is fair. This is at least going to get your foot in the door of 5-star equipments, but this is not where you want to be. You want to at least be on floor 8 and above, because this makes it 4-star to 5-star. It knocks out the RNG of getting a 3-star in your runs, and you can easily do this just if you have an entire team of level 40s that are specifically built for trivia. So again, going back to not building random units, build units for trivia. If you want to do trivia, you can do floor 8 very easily if you just get them all to level 40 or 42. Some even story decent 4-star equips on them. You'll have stage 8 on farm in no time. So do not be wasting too much time doing anything 6 and below. Don't even worry about it. For 7, just do it a little bit, I guess, if you're really desperate for some 5-star equips. But really, the gold standard is doing 8 and above. Next, super dumb mistake. People thinking like, oh, I'm a solo player. I'm so cool because I play by myself. I don't need a guild. I don't need friends in this game. Well, guess what? Just because you want to be a solo lone wolf weirdo role-playing person, you're going to be missing out on a lot of stuff. Dispatch, whenever your guild gets level 15, you can do 5 of these dispatches just constantly. Passive income for neostones, gems, arena tokens, all of that just becomes a passive income the higher level your guild is. And the guild shop has some of the best stuff in it ever, especially since this guild raid update. Legendary exclusive equipment boxes, exclusive equipment draw tickets, power-up stones. You get SSR promotion cards. You get things to adjust your equipment whenever you have a legendary equipment. You have a bunch of items here to help adjust your equipment stats and stuff like that. Not only that, if you're RNG little gambling sense is tingling, you can get premium draw tickets from this weekly. You can get converter stones for your crafting weekly. All of the rewards you get from being in a guild, even if you are feeling like, oh man, I gotta join a good guild. I don't want to join one of these low-level noob guilds. I'm too good for them. You're missing out on a lot of stuff, and just thinking that you're better than some low-level guild is going to end up soft-locking you in a position where everyone else is going to be progressing way faster than you at a much more efficient rate, just because you were stubborn and could not join a low-level guild until you were strong enough to join a high-level guild. And this is definitely going to be a very proper stepping stone in getting to your end-game goal if you want to be efficient. And last is just going to be comparing this game too much to its sister games, okay? It's a gacha game made by Counterattack. Counterattack is like the king of gacha games. They do Summoner's War, they do Skylanders, all that. So if you came from Summoner's War, please do not just be in the chat constantly being like, oh, well, this game sucks because it doesn't have this feature Summoner's War has. Oh, this game sucks because it doesn't have this feature Skylander has. This character is better in Summoner's War. This character is better in Skylanders. Like, okay, this is an entirely different game with entirely different developers. If you have any suggestions, you can go into the notice, go ahead and click event, scroll down to the Discord, join their Discord, and they have a suggestions channel where the developers are working very hard to actually implement player suggestions into the game. So coming in here acting like you know everything from Summoner's War is going to end up biting you in the butt, because a lot of the stuff works different. For example, continuous damage. In Summoner's War, 1 tick of continuous damage is 5% of the enemy's total HP. Not the case in this game. Continuous damage is based off your stats. A lot of the stuff in this game is based on like a different grid, on different stats, on different prerequisites, and just comparing it to other games like Summoner's War, even though they are a little bit similar in playstyle, they are vastly different, and you're going to screw yourself over by jumping into it thinking you know everything. Saying this with love, by the way, because it's exactly what I did. If you play Summoner's War and you know speed cleave comp, you want Bernard speed boost, AoE defense break, AoE attack buff, and then a nuke. Tried that in this game, got my AoE attack buff, AoE defense break, got my speed buff, got my nuke. It's not good in this game. It doesn't work. There's other things that are god tier in other games that just don't work in this game. So don't trick yourself into thinking you know everything just because you came into here with a little bit of knowledge of how other gacha games work. So that's gonna do it for me today. Okay, so yes, if you have any questions about any of these suggestions I've said, I actually have guides on a lot of the stuff, like how to pick what mercenaries you want to build if you're just getting into starting the game. I have videos on like what packs are good in the shop, and all this stuff I've covered before. This is practically just a short summary, but feel free to join my Discord. We have new players and veteran players in there alike that like to help each other out, or, you know, just hang out and drop a meme because we have fun. Other than that, y'all, that's going to do it for me today, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.